Brought to you by Gamezy. Win up to rupees 5 crores every day. Download the app now.
Delhi Capitals versus the Kolkata Knight Riders. Two teams with just 6 points on the board, and they are both currently in the 7th and 8th position. And this is a very crucial encounter. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about the budget buys first. Among the budget buys from the Delhi Capitals, I'm looking at 3 players. And yes, even though Kuldeep Yadav, Khalil Ahmed and Lalit Yadav, all 3 went for quite a few runs in the last game against the Rajasthan Royals, I'll still have them in my side because before that they were bowling really well. And the fact that Lalit Yadav is also batting well, scored 37 runs in the last game of 24 balls, I think he is a good buy among your budget picks. Talking about the Kolkata Knight Riders, I'm thinking of just one player for now, and that's Shivam Mavi, because Shivam Mavi in the last couple of games has been bowling so well at the death that I've been impressed by him, and that's why I'll have him in my side. Even though I thought of picking Nitish Rana also, but I'm not too sure because his form, except that 150 in the middle a couple of games back, he really hasn't produced anything. So now let's look at the overseas options. Talking about the overseas options, well, the Delhi Capitals have received a huge boost in the form of Mitchell Marsh and Tim Seifert. Both of them have trained with the Delhi Capitals ahead of this game, and because they're coming back from COVID, it's a good thing to see that both of them are back fit in training and probably will be available for this encounter against the Kolkata Knight Riders. If that is the case, then I expect Mitchell Marsh to be in that 11. Yes, David Warner will be there, and Robin Pal, after that innings he played with so many sixes that he hit, I think he'll also keep his place in the side. Mitchell Marsh, I expect him to replace probably Sarfaraz at number 3. And then the only player I think might be looking at a change is Mustafizur Rahman, because if Enric Nokia is also fit, maybe, just maybe, they might look at replacing Mustafizur with Enric Nokia. Otherwise, Mustafizur will continue as planned. So yes, the one big change that I can expect is that Mitchell Marsh will probably feature in that 11 if he's fit enough to play. And now that he's back in training, probably he is. Talking about the Kolkata Knight Riders, I was actually surprised that Aaron Finch did not play that last game, especially after the fact that he scored a 50 in the previous game. But maybe because Shreyas Iyer pointed out at the toss that there are a few niggles in the side. So maybe Finch was one of those who had a niggle, and that is why Sam Billings played that game. But he opened the innings and that did not work out. He opened alongside Sunil Narayan, and I thought that combination did not work. But maybe if Finch is still not fit enough, Billings keeps his place at the top of the order, they might try Sunil Narayan with him again. Because Venkatesh Iyer also, I feel, is getting wasted in that middle order, even though that's the role that was given to him for the Indian side. But for Kolkata Knight Riders, he really isn't having a great season. But yes, Andre Russell will be there, Sunil Narayan will be there, and you have to see whether Sam Billings gets a game or not. And the 4th guy, Tim Southee, will be there for sure because he took 3 wickets for the Kolkata Knight Riders, bowled brilliantly at the death. So those are your overseas options. Captaincy choices, I'm only looking at 2 players from the Delhi Capitals, and that's Rishabh Pant and David Warner. David Warner, after 3 consecutive 50s, did not score that many runs in the last game, but still got a start and again looked in good touch till the time he got out. Delhi Capitals managed 207 runs on the board in reply to Rajasthan 222, and that is why I feel Warner again will be key for them. Rishabh Pant showed glimpses of the old Rishabh Pant from the earlier years, where he scored 44 runs in double quick time. So that's why Rishabh Pant maybe is finally coming good for the Delhi Capitals, and maybe you can have him as your captain as well if you want to take a punt. So from the Delhi Capitals, 2 choices, Rishabh Pant and David Warner for me. And from Kolkata Knight Riders, again, there are 2 choices that I'm going to talk about. One is Shreyas Iyer. Yes, he's been on and off in terms of the number of runs he has scored. 185 score he scored in that losing cause, and he was the best batsman for them in that game. But unfortunately, after that, again, he's faltered with the bat. But yes, Shreyas Iyer, just for the fact that he is their best batsman, even though KKR have lost 4 games in a row, maybe an innings from Shreyas Iyer will lift their spirits. And again, one choice that everybody talks about and will always be there as a big pick among your captains is Andre Russell. Russell again took 4 wickets in that 1 over he bowled in that last game, and then after that no ball with Yash Dayal bowling that no ball, then almost took KKR home. They lost by less than 10 runs that game against the Gujarat Titans, and Russell played a huge role again. So Russell is a great choice. Shreyas Iyer is a great choice. Now my fantasy 11 for you. So I've gone with David Warner. Prithvi Shaw is also there. There's Shreyas Iyer, Rishabh Pant, Andre Russell. I picked Lalit Yadav. I picked Sunil Narayan and Tim Saudi as well. And then I have picked Khalil Ahmed, Kuldeep Yadav. And the 11th player, I'll decide on the day whether I want to pick Shivam Mavi or Mustafizur Rahman. So those are part of my fantasy 11. You guys make sure you download the Gamezy app through the description below and make your team, because you can win up to 5 crore rupees in daily prizes. So lots of money awaits you guys. Come on, just click the link and download the app. Thank you for watching.